Nope.
Oh, I'm here. Yes, continue. That question.
Well, I feel threatened right now. You're actually armed with deadly weapons, so this is aggravating. Everything you're doing right now. This is actually intimidation. You're attempting to intimidate me from exercising my constitutionally protected rights. Which would be a violation of what? You guys know? Title 18, you want to read it to you?
I love how he quizzes him.
That would be a title, a violation of Title 18 of the United States Court of Law, or United States Code of Law. Okay? Title 18, Chapter 13, subsection 241, 242. Right here. Part 1. Chapter 13, subsection 241 of the United States Code of Law. If two or more persons conspire to injure, oppress, threaten, intimidate any person in any state, territory, commonwealth, or possession, or district in the free exercise or enjoyment of any right or privilege secured to him by the Constitution or the laws of the United States, or having so exercised them, if two or more persons go in disguise on a highway or the premises of another, which is what it really seems to me like what you guys are doing right now. You're on the premises of another, acting under a color of law. Does anyone know what color of law is? Anyone? Sergeant, I know you do. Come on. What's color of law? Color of authority? You guys don't know what color of law is?
Why don't you tell us?
Color of law is where you're in an official uniform right now. You're acting as a public employee. You're wearing a uniform of the state, acting with the authority of the state. And therefore, when you breach your duty as a public official, now your bonds become up for grabs for people like me to go and file claims against you in the county. I go and get your badge numbers, and I go and I write a claim against the county. And I say that, hey, this public employee came to my house with a gun, and they intimidated me from exercising. I'm told you right now, I feel intimidated. Well, there's 4 armed.
We're not brandishing weapons at you. But they're all sitting there, you know, they got their hands always on this.
She's the only retard who has said anything the whole time.
Right, she's like the lapdog.
The rest of them just sat there.
But you've got to admit, they were all listening very attentively to what you had to say, and I had to get
the only reason why they were listening is because they realized that he was smarter than them, and not because they wanted to learn from him, but they knew that anything that came out of their mouths would actually be held against them in a court.
No, it's just a matter of respect.
No, I got to agree with Steve there. I really picked up on that. I really picked up that they knew that Chris meant business, and that's why they kept their mouth shut.
Oh, have you seen the video? He told them in business, and they look petrified. Yeah,
I've watched the video so many times. I'm so proud of you.
I am too.
You got Australian hot girls even proud of you, man.
That's nothing. You guys don't even know. Like, this is nothing. This is like the video clips that I have the luck of having a good phone and the ability to like be prepared.
Did you have a witness with you, or was it just you and your phone?
Well, it was. I mean, it's in my house, so I mean, they know they're out of line anyways. But I mean, there's so many times where it's not like that, where they don't come and approach you at your house, or they pull you over on the side of the road, and you know,
God forbid you're alone, right?
Well, I mean, that's why they can't do. That's why the camera. The only reason why any of that, why you guys see them just go silent, why you see how he comes. Are you mentally ill? Have you taking any medication?
First question he asked you, and that's sick.
The whole.
Chris, sorry to interrupt. I've been dying to ask you this question. Okay, I've watched the video so many times. I've sent links to friends. The way people react when they watch a sport and their team wins, that's the way I was when I saw this video. I was just smiling from ear to ear. I thought, I can't believe I know this guy. He's awesome. You're so articulate, clear. You weren't nervous. It was really quite amazing. I think the world needs to see what you did. That's, to me, how amazing I think the video is and what you did. But my question for you is, were you holding up a small pyramid in one of your hands?
Dr. Bell gave me that pyramid before he died.
No.
He liked the file.
I give it to you.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, were you holding that pyramid the whole time?
It was on my head.
Yeah,
It
you
was
were
on my head. That was why they were like, "Are you mentally ill?
Oh
What's
my
wrong
god,
with
that makes sense.
Oh wait a minute. You had a crystal? Was this a crystal pyramid?
No, it's a pyramidon.
I did a job myself.
The pyramid
Just
I'm
wanted
always
to
wearing
see
all my
what was out
videos.
there.
I'm always wearing the
Maybe I
pyramid
don't
on
want
all
to
my
spend the
videos.
rest of my fucking life sitting around
Okay,
explaining shit.
I haven't seen enough of your videos, so I've never actually seen a video with your face
I'll
on
find
it.
the pyramid.
So you went out there with a pyramid on your head?
You could show
I
me
got
some
arrested at the court with
appreciation.
a pyramid on my head.
A little appreciation? Do you know how easy this is for me? Do you have any fucking idea how easy this is? This is a fucking joke.
Because you were wearing.
And I'm sorry you can't do this. I really am, because I wouldn't have to fucking sit here and watch you fumble around and fuck it
I
up.
have one on my head right now, brother.
Well, can I just, I'll just be quick because
You'd have more time to sit around and get drunk instead, wouldn't you? You're right.
And hey, Rectify, Heather.
This is
Steve,
probably a total waste of my
whoever
time.
else is in the call, but hey, I watched that, and because I watched it so many times, I just picked up on it really quick, and I paused it, and lo and behold, I saw this little pyramid. And anyway, so last week I was
You're right.
inspired by pyramids after also speaking to Rectify. I actually built
can't do this,
my own pyramid, like a meditation pyramid, and I want to build more.
You can. When it comes to that, it's only about
if you're awake,
It's just a handful of people in the world who can tell the difference between you and me.
Stage,
But I'm one of
about their experience
Sorry.
they're having,
Yes, so am I.
pyramids that they're making, or people are giving.
Most
to
days
them,
I wish I never
etc.
met you.
That'd be great, because I think there is definitely a lot more knowledge.
Was then I could sleep
I
at
think
night.
there is definitely a lot more
And
knowledge
I didn't have to walk
that
around
needs
with
to
a
be shared
knowledge that
about
there
the
was
magic
someone
of
like you out there.
these pyramid shaped.
Well, it's almost the basis of everything that is matter. It comes down to a pyramid
I
form.
didn't have to watch you throw it all away.
Can I comment on that real quick too?
Yeah.
When I was in jail, I made a really big stink about the religious thing, and they actually sent one of the Freemasonic, like really high captain, like in the jail, the highest one is the captain, and the captain came down to the tank with the lieutenant Wilkie, and this is all part of my claim and stuff too. I don't know how much I can get in, but anyways, like, so true on this. He ultimately said, I told him, you know, I need my paradome. It's part of my religion. I have to wear it. I need my paradome. It's part of my, you know. And they kept on saying, he comes in and he said, well, we can make one. You can make one as long as it's the right geometrical shapes. And it's just weird how the lieutenant knew exactly the concept of the pyramid and how it would. He told me, he said it would work as long as it is the correct geometrical shapes. And then also I was doing. I was talking about this to another inmate, and he told me that when they were in class, when they were growing up in school, that the teacher had them take and pour milk into 2 cups, and then all the classmates built like little cardboard pyramids and put the pyramid over each glass, over one glass, and left the other glass uncovered, and then came back after the weekend, and all the milk that was in the in the cup that didn't have the pyramid over it had all curdled. And I know that Dr. Bell in his book, he talked about how he slept underneath the pyramid, and he had like a pyramid like bed shape. I mean, the guy was brilliant.
He
was
threw
really
over fruit and vegetables. He even claimed, I've never tried this, and I'm a gardener, but I need to try it. But he claimed even you don't need sunlight to grow a plant if you throw one of these over your plant.
You know what? I'd like to add just to this, to the whole component structure of the pyramidome. When I wore it, or when I put it on my head, I immediately thought, well, there's some way that I should be able to levitate it, and so it floats above my head like a halo, and it doesn't sit on it like a hat, but instead it's like floating above, you know, like the energy would make it levitate. That was what I thought the function was of the pyramidome, but I was wrong. So
no,
maybe
it brings clarity, and it also it has a lot of protection qualities from electromagnetic harassment.
Yeah, that was why.
I carry a cat's eye quartz, small crystal stone in my car. The cat's eye quartz is supposed to ward off negative eyes from prying.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, my hope is that it's working as an asshole repellent. If
You want to rinse it off every once in a while, and what I do is I keep one in my left pocket all the time, every day. But you want to rinse it, and some have even said you want to let it get some sunlight, you know, for like 12 hours.
The reason why I keep it in my car is I have never had law trouble outside of my vehicle.
Right.
It's always been my vehicle. The vehicle, I really feel, is how this law system really holds together.
Well, let's get on the list.
I've ever known that I've gotten in trouble on trumped-up drug charges was based on a pullover by the police in their vehicle. You know, any other petty little thing has all come from traffic law.
Well, I had that exact same thing, the whole trumped-up charges thing, happen in my own home.
Hey, Jack, hold that thought, bro. One more minute. We got one more minute of this clip, just so we don't lose track, and then I'll get back to you with your story on the good old copping.
I told you right now, I feel intimidated. I was 4 armed men and women who refused to produce 3 forms of ID upon my request. 3 times now? Are you guys public servants or public employees who won't even identify yourselves? I don't care if you're wearing a badge and a uniform. I can go to the fucking hospital and wear the same shit and walk around with a gun. Oh my god, I got a shiny medallion and a gun. So what? It doesn't mean anything. You have to have 3 forms of ID. The Supreme Court said that, right? Here you go.
At this point, they all walk away with their heads down, looking at the ground.
Now rule 2 is a hard one. Watch for phonies. Keep your enemies close, nigga. Watch your homies. It seemed a little unimportant when he told me I smiled. Picture Jews being handed to an innocent child. I never
shall be fined under this title or imprisoned not more than 10 years or both.
Now Papa ain't around, so I gotta recall or come to grips with being written on my enemies' walls. Promise if I have a seat, I'ma guide them right.
And that's it. Go back in the house, have a cigarette, take it easy. Know that
I gotta ask you, why do you think they didn't show you 3 forms? It seemed like such a simple thing.
No, because if you watch the video, the sergeant is trying to, you know, like, control the situation, and as soon as he stops harassing me, is as soon as I say business card. If you watch the video, as soon as I say business card, you see the look on his face. It's like, damn, I forgot my business cards. I know it, dude. That's exactly what happened. Yeah, I've only had a sheriff's deputy show me 3 forms of ID one time. And it was the time that I got arrested at the courthouse with the pyramid on. I went he showed me his badge, his actual badge that's in his wallet. They have a photo ID next to their badge. Like you know, we just like detectives like, you can see your badge, and the detective has like a wallet. There's an actual badge that each deputy's given that matches the badge number that's on their chest. Otherwise, how do I confirm that that's actual your real badge number? I need to make sure. I need to look. Okay, and then what you do is you can identify them, because then they're gonna have a photo ID that matches the badge number that's on their badge and on their chest, on the medallion on their chest. And then they have to have a business card, because they're each independent contractors, and they know that. That's why he's like, what do you mean contract with you? He knows. He's like stuttering. He's like so.
What do you mean they're independent contractors? Like cops are 1099?
Okay, they're not. What they told me is, on one of my videos, what had ended up happening was, I called them up and I kept on calling them public servants. You're a public servant. You're a public servant. He goes, actually, when I called them I posted a video, the cops came and broke my window out, or someone came and broke my window out. So I called the cops and said, hey, someone broke the state of California's property. You guys need to come take a police report.
He means his vehicle's window, his car.
It's not my car, dude. It's registered in California, dude. Technically, they have an ownership interest in the property, right? Same as security interest in it, since it's registered to them. So I called them up, hey.
That's right.
So I called them up. I'm like, hey, someone broke your window. You need to come take a police report.
State of California.
Someone broke the window. Yeah, I guess that's the way you gotta say it, right? I mean, that goes the same for your house as well. The laws that bind your house, the laws that bind just about everything.
When he came out, we had a whole discussion, it's all on YouTube, and he said basically that they're all independent contractors, and that basically, like, and we've already known that. The Supreme Court said that they have to produce their business card, at least. They have to produce their business card, you know.
So, you know, wouldn't they at least be keeping their card in the squad car? He couldn't have said, we'll be back in a minute, and then go and grab his thing, just so they can have a reasonable conversation with you. It's
okay, here's the thing, is that they know me. They know me. These cops...
Oh, sure, they know me too, right. But I mean, like, you know, but I'm just saying that, like, you know, this schism is pandemic because of how screwed up the law is and the position it puts these guys into, where some of them don't realize how screwed up being a law enforcer really is in this country, whether it's police or sheriff, you know, or private contractor, you know, because some of those